Hello and welcome to DFS Coach Talk. I'm your host, Josh Davis, also known as Crash. Today is Wednesday, June 22nd, 2022, and I'm here to talk to you guys about today's Major League Baseball slate. If you're new to the channel, if you would, hit the subscribe button, and then after you subscribe, if you would, please hit the alarm bell. That will let you know that will turn the notifications on to let you know when the next podcast has been added to our channel. Our presenting sponsor once again today is going to be Prizepicks. If you go to prizepicks.com, use the promo code CoachTalk, all one word. If you're new to Prizepicks and you haven't joined them, use that Coach Talk promo code. They will 100% match your first deposit up to $100. So if you're not on Prizepicks already, I highly recommend that you join them today. If you haven't joined DFS Coach Talk yet, you can join us at dfscoachtalk.com. We have memberships that start as low as a 3-day membership for $10. So definitely hope to see you join us today. I'm going to be going over the main slate for today. It starts at 7:05 Eastern. And there is one game, which is the Washington-Baltimore game that we'll have to keep an eye on as far as weather. There's some rain concerns there. So that's something that we will be updating our members on in our Discord throughout the day. So definitely stay tuned for that. Coach wasn't able to join me today. He's in the process of doing some things. He's on the road. So going to be running solo here again today. Hopefully he'll be able to join me tomorrow. But my top pitcher play is going to be Shohei Ohtani. He's 10,000 on FanDuel, 8,500 on DraftKings. He's going up against Kansas City. They've been playing a little bit better of late, but I think that he can really slow their offense down. They've scored the fourth fewest runs per game this year, and outside of a start that he had at the Yankees in Yankee Stadium, he's been pitching very well in his recent starts. In his last start against the Mariners, he pitched 6 shutout innings. He struck out 6 for 46 fantasy points. And so Ohtani is going to be my top pay-up option. Now, you could look at also like Carlos Rodon a little bit going up against Atlanta. They've been very strikeout heavy. They've struck out at the second highest rate. But it is going to be in the upper 90s. So that's kind of why I'm going away from that a little bit. I still like Rodon. You know, he's probably going to be pretty high owned, I think, on FanDuel. And, on DraftKings, I think Ohtani is going to be more highly owned because of his price. He's only 8,500 on DraftKings. So Coach likes Rodon as well. That's his top pay-up option. So, definitely not saying that I don't like Rodon. I just prefer Ohtani personally. My value pitcher play is going to be Michael Wacha. He's 8,400 on FanDuel, 6,800 on DraftKings. Going up against Detroit, they've scored the fewest runs per game at only 2.88 runs per game, and they have struck out at the 7th highest rate. So it's a favorable matchup for Wacha. He's been solid for Boston this year. He had his best start of the year a couple starts ago against the Angels. He actually pitched a complete game shutout, struck out 6 for 55 fantasy points. And so he's 8,400 on FanDuel, but a true value option on DraftKings at 6,800. I feel like that's a steal practically for his upside. And then I do like, as another bit of a value option, I also like George Kirby going up against Oakland. He's 8,800 on FanDuel, but he's only 6,600 on DraftKings. So, Wacha would be my favorite value option, but I also like Kirby as well. And then on DraftKings, Coach is going with Ohtani. As I mentioned, he's only 8,500 over there. That's a steal. He'll probably be the highest owned pitcher, but it's still a great value play on DraftKings at 8,500. My fade pitcher is going to be Sonny Gray. He's 9,700 on FanDuel, 8,900 on DraftKings. He's going up against Cleveland. They have the lowest strikeout rate this year at only 18.4%, and they've been a top 10 offense all year. So you can get Ohtani for 300 more on FanDuel and actually 400 less on DraftKings. So I much prefer him over Gray, and that's why I'm going to be fading Sonny Gray. Coach is going to be fading Charlie Morton. He's going up against the Giants. We saw what they did last night to Spencer Strider. And, Morton's had some struggles this year. I think in that heat, it could also give him some problems. So I like that call with a fade of Charlie Morton. My BVP play for the day is going to be Omar Narvaez. He's 2,200 on FanDuel, 4,200 on DraftKings. He's hit 400 with 8 hits and 20 at-bats against Adam Wainwright. He's hit 4 singles, 3 doubles, and a home run. So my BVP is going to be Omar Narvaez. And Coach is actually going with another Brewer. He's going with Andrew McCutchen. He's 3,300 on FanDuel, 4,000 on DraftKings. He's hit 299 with 23 hits in 77 at-bats. So huge sample size here for this BVP play that Coach came up with. He's got 14 singles, 6 doubles, a triple, and 2 home runs. So very solid numbers, really for both Narvaez and McCutchen. So definitely like both of the Brewers there for BVP. My home run call is going to be another Brewer. It's going to be Luis Urias. He's 455 against Adam Wainwright with 5 hits and 11 at-bats. He's hit 3 singles and 2 home runs. So Urias is going to be my home run call. Coach is going to go with A.J. Pollock. He's hit 364 against Ross Stripling. Now, this is going to be for the earlier slate that Pollock's going to be on. So you'll want to watch for him to get him in your lineups. But he's 364 against Ross Stripling with 4 hits and 11 at-bats, including a single, a triple, and 2 home runs. So Coach likes A.J. Pollock to hit a home run tonight. And for stacks, I like the Yankees going up against Shane Baz. He's going to be somebody I think they can take advantage of. So I like the Yankees. They'll probably be the highest owned stack, I would think, tonight. Also like the Angels against Daniel Lynch. I like Mike Trout tonight, so I like the Angels stack. I like the Brewers, as we've mentioned. Coach and I like the Brewers both. So Brewers against Adam Wainwright would be another stack of mine. That'll probably see some decent levels of ownership. For GPP, I do like the Pirates against Keegan Thompson. The Pirates bats have been heating up lately. And, Keegan Thompson has definitely shown that he can struggle sometimes throughout this year. So I like the Pirates today as a GPP stack. I think they'll go lower owned. Coach's top stacks are the Angels and the Brewers. So we're right along the same line of thinking there. Always, most of the time, it's usually a good thing when we're on the same page. So definitely want to get some Angels and Brewers in your lineups. Then that leads me to our prize picks plays. For the top prize pick play for me is going to be Eric Lauer under 4.5 strikeouts. St. Louis has the 3rd lowest strikeout rate. And in his last 5 starts against the Cardinals, he hasn't gotten more than 3 strikeouts in any one game. And he had 1 strikeout in his only start against them this year. So I like the under at 4.5 strikeouts for Eric Lauer. My other top play on prize picks is going to be Mike Trout over 1.5 total bases. He's 352 against lefties this season, and he's struggled a little bit at the plate the last couple of games. So I think that he's due for a big game tonight, and I like him against the lefty Daniel Lynch. Like I said, he's hitting 352 against lefties this year, so I like that play at over 1.5 total bases for Trout. For Coach, he's going to go with his top play is going to be Adam Wainwright under 27.5 fantasy score. And then his other play on prize picks is going to be Andrew McCutchen over 6 fantasy score. And you won't be able to play those two separately because you can't put a batter against a pitcher. So you can mix and match with the plays that I've, shown or I've given you guys. You could, take Trout and McCutchen and Lauer or, any combination of those guys, as long as you don't have Wainwright and McCutchen in your prize picks play. So that's going to do it, guys. Just wanted to get this podcast out there for you. And like I said, Coach is doing some different things today. Wasn't able to make it on the show, but he should be back with us tomorrow. And, if you haven't joined us on Twitter, we are at DFS Coach Talk. I'm at JP Davis 1982. Coach is at Joe Servati, so definitely make sure you follow us over there. We've been trying to make a push to get to 2,000 followers, so hopefully you guys can help us with that. And with that being said, I look forward to joining you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys have a great day. We will be back tomorrow when we look to crush it in MLB, DFS, and Prize Picks. Thank you.